to Mr. Nixon about that if we could. I know the Monroe parking lot expansion has been on the CIP at least since I've been on the board. And just my experience going to the board meetings there, especially when they're practicing softball, parking is an issue. Very tight at that. So, Mr. Nixon, could you tell us more about the need for that? If that's okay, Ms. Tucker.
Good afternoon. Yeah, one of the things that I've learned in my time, especially as director, our building is getting used more and more every day. Our senior site meets there. They used to meet over at one of the churches. We're trying to utilize that building more. If you come out on a Tuesday, you can't find a parking spot. Tuesdays and Thursdays is when our senior site meets. It's tight. When we get into selling tickets, I mean, people come in there 2, 3, 4 cars at a time, and we only have, unfortunately, the side parking lot doesn't get utilized a lot because, you know, people unfortunately are lazy, but, you know, we're thinking we could probably move parking around to the front side and create a whole lot better situation for our seniors to get in and out of the building. That's another problem. That's why they don't park around on the side, because there's just no ADA access on that side. As Mr. Martin was saying about our softball, they're out there a couple nights a week, sometimes on weekends. We have events out there on the weekends. The Art Society there meets on Tuesdays. They're actually going to try to expand and meet more than just on Tuesdays. We're looking at doing some art camps there this summer. So yeah, we're looking at trying to utilize that building a lot more. There's a lot of groups that use it in the evenings. So I think it's a need. It is a real need. We almost had an accident out there one day between 2 of the seniors. So I just didn't want to call the sheriff, 2 seniors fighting in the parking lot. But anyway, yeah, it's really tight with that. And any help we can get. I know it's been on the agenda, the CIPs for, gosh, how long have you been on the board, Tom?
This is my 4th year.
Been probably closer to 6 to 8 years, if not longer, probably.
And I hear everything you're saying, and I'm not saying that the need's not real. It is.
Right, right.
I'm not saying that the need's not important. It is.
Right.
But I have collaborated, I have compromised on Warwickburn Road, and those people out there, you know, we're only open 5 days a week, but those people out there, I mean, they deserve to get some things done too. And when you go out there, when it's muddy like it is now, and you go out there to take your trash and do stuff, that's bad. And, you know, to me, it just seems like we ought to be able to do better than that.
Well, one of the issues we have, and I'm hoping by doing the parking lot, if you go out there on a rainy day, you can't use our front sidewalk right now because it's underwater, basically. We've tried to do some things to fix it, but I'm hoping that by re-asphalting some of that and bringing in some more pavement, that we can alleviate that problem as well. We have to open the side doors for people to get in on the really nasty rainy days, because it's 3 or 4 inches of water standing on the sidewalk, probably half the sidewalk. So,
Mr. Thacker, isn't every convenience center paved now except for Warwickburn?
60 East, which is also on the list, and Warwickburn are not paved.
Okay, 60 East. Anyway, those are my thoughts.
All right.
anything else?
No, thank you.
Okay.
I guess I have a thought. If you took the 4,084,000 and you took out the 2.497 for the River Ridge Park, which I'm assuming that's the full cost, not just our portion,
Right.
right? That puts you at about 1.5 million.
Yes, that
And
does.
then
If we move that out,
And then if the command center is grant funded, that puts you down at right about 1.4, which is about what we fund each year.
yes, it is.
Right, so I think it's just a matter of, personally, I would wait on the River Ridge Trail until we do the Parks Master Plan to get a little bit better route on how that's gonna go. That way, everything else gets funded.